Welcome back to episode 68 of G'day from the USA. I'm your host, Lady Amanda, and I thought it would be fun to have a chat about what it's really like for an Australian living and working in the USA. My co-host this week is none other than our favourite American, Brandy. Welcome back.
Hello.
Brandy, please introduce yourself. Yeah, you're a co-host now. You get to just do your own, run the show.
I think everyone that listens regularly should know me by now.
She was born, she was raised, and she's alive.
Yeah.
Pretty
Very much
pretty
so,
much.
Yeah.
We are currently on location in the grand old town of Eureka, California.
Little
Now, I have a
tiny
question, and I've been wondering this all week.
town. Uh-oh.
Is it a gold rush town? Because Eureka, I mean, that's the cry that you give when you found gold. Eureka.
I know it was logging town.
Yeah.
Probably.
I've not investigated. We've been here an entire week today, and I've not investigated. I've been too busy investigating every other town around here.
Did they say anything about a gold rush at the whorehouse yesterday?
I didn't read that.
Oh,
So to sum it up, we went to a brothel last night for dinner. Yeah.
Yeah, for dinner.
But dessert brandy. It was a little snacky snack. It was a lot of fun. It was basically an 1800s brothel. That the saloon was downstairs where we had the
Which is
dinner.
now a restaurant.
restaurant.
Yep.
And then upstairs is now I'm going to go with bed and breakfast.
Yeah, they say rooms to let, which is not common to say in
Terminology.
America, but I did see that a lot in Europe. To let.
Right. Because
Yeah.
it means more long term.
Oh, does it?
Well, that's how I would say it.
Like a lease?
Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah, I would never say rooms to lease in Australia. But I do think it's more like Airbnb-ish, you know.
yeah. So that those rooms were closed for a long time,
I so wanted to go up there.
but now they're open. If you want to pay, you can.
So basically nothing's changed. You still have to pay to get up there.
You still have
Yeah.
to pay to go upstairs. Yes.
Tempted to throw a few bucks on the table and see what would happen.
Let's go.
Okay. I like this for us. So exciting news. We are recording this inside a teardrop trailer. So it's either going to sound really, really bad or really amazing, and then it's just going to have to be the studio from now on. Thoughts?
As long as you don't have too many guests, it'll be fine.
I mean, we could probably fit one more.
Two, maybe.
Well, we really can't now because I only bought the 2 microphones with me, so it's literally you and I
True.
for life.
Did you have more?
Had 3.
Ah. Oh, yes.
Yeah, they're not cheap. I mean, I lashed down and got the good equipment, if you will notice. It's actually all Australian. Do you believe that? Rode is an Aussie brand.
So did you
Yeah.
buy it from Australia
I did
or
not.
an
I
American?
paid the extreme, exorbitant amount to buy it here. I mean, it actually wasn't that bad. I maybe put in $1,000, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it is nice.
It is.
Nice gear. It's got all kinds of little flashy lights.
I think it's called a mixer. I can never remember what that's called, but I'm pretty sure it's a mixer. And these are Rode microphones.
When you have ADD and you see all those little buttons, you just want to.
Don't touch them, Brandy.
Before
Do not.
they were not in my reach.
Okay, the great news is, and I'm putting the hard plastic cover over it as we speak.
She just
I locked
did.
her down.
Yeah.
That was to lock the animals down, but it's now to lock the Brandy down. So anyway, it has been a great week. It isn't. We're moving on. We're moving on from your wanting to touch things. I'm trying to distract you. I'm trying to keep it going so you look squirrel.
I know.
Okay, so huge news.
Huge news.
Huge news. I've left Washington
Yeah, you have.
and I'm on a road trip of a lifetime.
Oh, you haven't announced this yet.
No. You are the first one to know.
Nice.
I mean, people obviously know.
Right.
But yeah, I've not announced that I have left the house, left I'm actually divorced. I mean, this is huge news.
It is huge news.
This is huge news for all the single people in the world.
Divorced, free, and roaming.
Roaming. I have wheels. We'll travel
everywhere.
It's very exciting. It's a whole new era.
Yes.
Side note, when an American says era,
we say era.
Era. And someone was saying to me, like, it's your Eras tour. And I'm like, my Eras tour? Like, I'm going to make mistakes on it? Like, what are you talking
Probably.
about? And then I'm like, couldn't understand. I was going back and forth. And then they're like Taylor Swift, like the Eras tour. And I'm like, oh, the Eras tour. Yeah. That is one of those situations where things get lost in translation.
Yes.
Happens a lot.
Yes.
A lot.
Even like as close as Canada. Like I've been going to Canada for work.
You have.
And a lot of the things they pronounce the way you pronounce. So that kind of helps me because when they say decals, I'm like, oh, they mean decals.
Oh, they mean a sticker.
Right.
Yes.
Whereas like the first time I heard decals, I was at a branch. This was many years ago.
Yeah.
And I was like, it was a 5-minute conversation to figure out what the hell he was talking about. Yeah.
Sometimes it's like that.
Yeah.
Like even today, I stepped out of your home, home on wheels, and as I walked out, there was this group of people sitting there. And the guy said, hey, or hi or something. And I said, g'day. And he goes, yeah, great, thanks. And I was like, okay.
You okay?
Yeah, it was funny. Yeah.
You do have people like make you repeat yourself quite a bit, I think.
Oh, my God. It's actually, I would say it's draining, but it's not really because I expect it.
Yeah.
Can I just tell you an awkward moment that happened today when I went to the bank because I needed money for the laundromat, which whole new experience doing this, let me tell you. I was very nervous. I put it off all week. I mean, my thought was to just do it today so I have fresh clothes for next week, but I was also a little bit nervous to do it. I don't know why. It's like I'm growing up and left the nest. Anyway, so I walk into the bank. I asked Brandy, how do I get quarters? And she's like, go into the bank, whatever. So go into the bank and said, can I please have a roll of 25 cents or 25ers or something like that? And he's like, huh?
What?
What? And then I'm like, I was getting all nervous. And he's like, quarters? And I'm like, yeah. Yeah, it's funny how some things like make me a little nervous. I don't know what it is. It's like maybe because I've had so many times of people being like, what? What? I can't understand you or whatever. And it can be as simple as, do you have ice? Ice? What's ice? I don't know what you're talking. You know what I mean? And then we're like, oh, frozen water, you know, like.
Right, yeah.
But yeah, sort of. And especially I get nervous ordering food. I do not like drive-thrus.
You order like you just order what's on the menu. I don't know why you get nervous. You're just like, yeah, I'll take that.
I know. It's the drive-thrus. I don't like drive-thrus because it's like they can't understand me. And then it's going back and forth. And then in the end, I'm like, just give me that. And then I'm like, I don't even eat that. Or I'll just get something completely different. So, yeah, I don't know. You think after all this time, 11 years of being here, I would just be part of the furniture. But it's not. I feel like it's just an adventure every day.
It is. But the good thing is that when people are like asking you to repeat yourself, they're usually so like beside themselves to listen to you talk that it's.
So maybe they really did understand me the first time and they're just like, what? One more time? What? Sorry, I didn't quite get that last word.
Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah.
Maybe.
Maybe that's why I don't mind it as well because I know that the people are genuinely being nice.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I feel like if I had another accent from a country not so beloved as Australia, it would be with prejudice. You know, what? I can't understand you, like next type thing, you know?
Probably so, yeah.
Yeah, which is sort of sad. But I've had a great week.
Yeah, you've done lots of little adventures.
I have done amazing things.
So
My
jealous.
highlight, I know. Brandy has worked like a dog to the bone.
It's been rough
entire
this week. Yeah.
And as we were saying, as we were driving to pick up dinner, she was going to DoorDash, but again got even more nervous because I'm like, no, I've never DoorDashed. No, calm the farm, Brandy, calm down. It's
like,
9 minutes away.
We got an app.
Yeah, because I've lived so far out in the middle of nowhere, I've never been able to DoorDash. Like, I could never even have a pizza delivered.
We could have experienced it together.
I know, I was just nervous. When you said that, I was like, it's 9 minutes away. Like, no, I can drive. Plus, it then begged the question that I would have to make a decision before seeing the produce.
But we've already tried it.
That's true, and I did really know what I want when I got there. I was like, yeah, that and that.
Yeah. But, I mean, it was cool.
It was cool.
I
did
cool
enjoy the drive.
Yeah.
And, yeah, we went to Arcata, which is 9 minutes away.
Yeah.
I really enjoy Arcata.
Arcata.
Anyway, back to my adventurous week.
Yes.
Highlight. There were many. I think I have two. What do you think they're going to be?
Ferndale.
Yes. Incredible. What makes me sad about Ferndale, makes me very sad, is that you have not seen it.
Oh.
And it is 30 minutes away.
You came back saying all good stuff. What is this sadness?
It was incredible. It was like stepping back in time. It was just everything you love.
Yeah.
The little gift stores, the little bakeries, they literally had Humboldt pies, a slice of Humboldt pie. It was just incredible. And I had a Moo Bar, which is the local made fresh at the town. They've got a little chocolatier. So I had that. It was delicious. It was like a Rocky Road, but a lot lighter. Like almost, do you have a snowball? In Australia, we have snowballs, and it's basically like this really light, airy marshmallow covered in chocolate and coconut. But it's in a shape of a snowball.
Yes, kind of similar. Yes.
So good. My second thing, what I really loved.
The whorehouse.
Brandy. That was number one. No, I'm trying to test you now to see how well you listen to my week.
The redwoods?
No. Driving through the tree was interesting, but it was very stressful. I drove through a tree in Myers Flat in the redwoods. And I would imagine, because I've driven through a tree before, and I think it was a chandelier tree. This one was called the shrine tree. My car, would you say, average? Not huge?
Yeah, it's not.
Just a regular
not big
sedan size. No. I went through and the second I started to drive, I'm like, I don't think I'm going to fit. And I thought, no, this is ridiculous. It must be deceiving. But as I was going through, I probably had a centimetre on either side of my mirrors. And as I went through, I stopped to get a photo, and the guy that drove through behind me said, I honestly didn't think you were going to fit. I thought you were going to hit. And I was like, yeah, felt like precision driving here.
Yeah. The ironic thing is, even if they put a sign to let you know, most people don't know how wide or even how tall, unless you have a really big vehicle, how tall your vehicle is. So, unless they put a measure out
you
there,
wouldn't really have a clue.
Yeah, I wonder how many people get stuck.
That's what I was thinking, because it did say no big, as I rewatched the footage, because I took a little video, I was looking at the sign and it said no big SUVs, no vans, no trailers, yada, yada. But you would just imagine, right, so I would imagine any SUV would give it a go. It also had a bypass, so if you thought you couldn't make it, you could detour off. But I'm pretty sure most people would be like, I'm pretty sure it's just deceiving. I can fit. But, yeah, I'm pretty sure people have to have got wedged.
Yeah.
Because it looked like on the out, when you came out, as I stood out the car and watched it, I sort of thought some had chipped off.
You could see scratches or something, yeah.
But I was expecting, as I went through it, I'm thought guaranteed, both sides of my car are going to be. But no, that wasn't the second highlight. That was a great experience, but it wasn't the highlight. It wasn't number 2, Brandy.
Uh-oh.
It involves water. Brandy.
when we went over to the
It
dunes?
wasn't about you.
God bless it.
It wasn't about you.
Oh, it was the little tub thing.
Yes,
The
I
little-
went
In
into
Arcata.
in Arcata. I went into a hot tub. Okay, I'm glad I did not read the reviews first.
Were bad?
No, apparently it's called the Soak and Poke.
Oh. Well, shit.
I did not know that, and I would never have imagined that.
That's hilarious.
Because that's what the locals call it. But it was amazing.
Yeah.
It basically was a private hot tub. It had a shower, so you had a shower first, then you hopped in there, and it had a little, almost like a traffic light system. So the green meant you had plenty of time. Orange meant 5 minutes left, get out and have a shower. And then red was like, go to your dressing room. And then you can have half an hour in the dressing room. And I did think that was weird at the time. I'm like, what do you need half an hour for? Because there's literally
For
no
the
shower in there. The poke.
extra poke.
The poke section. Yeah. So I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
The best bit was I overheated a little. Okay, so I was in there maybe like 10 minutes. I was like, holy crap, it's getting hot. So I sat out on the edge, then got back in and did all that. But when I went out, there's like all these beautiful gardens and ponds and everything and fish and a cat. The little resident cat, Gladys.
Kitty.
Say Gladys or Gladys?
Gladys, probably.
It was like Gladys.
Gladys. Yeah.
That's what I was calling it. Hey, Gladys. But
Yeah.
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 So that was me.
I haven't got to soak and poke either.
It's up until 11. There's still time.
Yay.
But enough about me. Tell me what adventures you have in store for the coming weeks.
Yeah, because we know I have done no adventures.
Sweet FA.
this
Do you
week.
say, is this an American thing as well? Sweet FA.
AF is as,
No, say it.
as fuck.
Yeah.
Everyone
Oh
says
yeah.
AF.
Like yes. Like busy.
But I don't know
AF.
what FA is.
Sweet FA. That's what means. Like sweet fuck all. Like I've been doing nothing. Like
Oh, okay.
yeah. I don't know why I just said sweet FA. Like because you've been doing sweet FA besides working. But you are on an adventure tomorrow.
Yes, we're gonna go. We're gonna backtrack the way you came.
You are literally running away from me. As I come to you, you're like skiddly wagging back to
And I'm
Portland.
Yes, you came down, and we're going back up. So
I know.
yeah, we're staying above Coos Bay at a little RV spot my wife found. It looks lovely on the water.
just for the night.
Yeah, just one night, and only because it's a 3-day weekend here. So that's cool.
You're actually lucky you got it because I am discovering as I adventure that Memorial Day
Places are
weekend is huge here.
Cool. Yeah. Yeah. The RV park
Oh
here
my
is
God.
like there was lots of open spaces yesterday, and
Not so much today.
they're pretty full today. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this isn't even like a tourist. Well, I guess it is a touristy town, kind
Yes,
of, but
yeah.
I mean, it's not like San Diego or something.
Right.
Yeah. But it's
Yosemite.
people are here.
Speaking
Right?
of, I had this great idea that I would go this weekend to Yosemite.
Yes.
I just thought, a couple of days I can be there. I was thinking
It's
to
right
go
around the
Sunday.
corner.
And as I was like looking, it's like the website was like Saturday, Sunday, and public holidays. So, which is Monday, you need reservations because it's so busy.
Oh.
And I'm like, what is this crap? And then I had the realization that it was a holiday, and it said, literally the website said 2 days, which was Memorial Day and whatever the other day was, are
Labor
the
Day.
busiest of the year. And I was like, I probably should not go. So anyway, I'm detouring
Yes.
to Lake Tahoe.
Yes. And then you're still going.
Still going because I figure
Yes.
I'm literally not bypassing, I'm passing by it.
Yeah, you're right here. You might as well.
And I feel like I may have gone maybe in 1997, but I can't guarantee it.
That was a while ago.
It was. Obviously, I was barely born, but yes.
Right. So your memories probably aren't that great.
No.
Of it. No.
Like 3 months old, yeah.
A lot of things have happened since then.
A lot of things. Brandy.
Definitely
A
should
lot of
experience
things.
it again.
I think so. So I'm excited.
Yes.
So do you have any tips or tricks for me? Have you been there?
I have not.
Shut up. Do
I
you
know.
really need to go to Portland?
Mm.
Oh, you could really come with me.
My wife would kill me.
Just whatever. It's like DoorDash. You just send you back in a week.
She doesn't. That's what everyone does. I go visit and then come home. Yeah, except for she can't drive the RV, you know.
There's that.
Mm-hmm.
She should have been practicing. I can't talk because I should have been practicing backing up. And I cannot do, I've not tried.
But you can unhook and push.
I can. This is my thought process because I've been looking at a lot of places that say back in only. And I'm like, surely if I drove in, I could then unhook, do a 20-point turn in my car, swivel the thing around. I mean, it's pretty light. I feel like I could just swivel.
Yeah, even like if you're at the edge and you pulled up.
Yes, to a campsite and then just pushed it in.
And then you could just push it in. It's not like, and then you could go park behind it. It's not like you'd have to.
No, I thought this. And I think you'll see when I hook up tomorrow that I can just literally push it to the tow bar. I don't need to be precision towing, backing, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
To make them line up, I'll just be like, roll that.
Yeah.
So that is the beauty of having this small little thing.
Mm-hmm.
How many feet do you think it would be? Like tip to tip, tip to bottom, top to bottom.
12?
Oh, Brandy, it's 15.7. You were
that was
so close.
Yeah, it was close.
Yeah, well done.
That would have been, if you would have said no, 15 would have been my second.
Sorry, I should have given you a second guess.
I know that. I believe in second chances.
Don't. Get it right. Fuck off. I don't want to know you if you get it wrong. I'm just kidding. Yeah.
Yeah, so you'll be traveling around doing the fun thing. We'll be making our way up to Portland.
Yes. How long are you there for?
Just a week.
Are you excited to be back in Portland or?
It's summertime. I love Portland in the summer. But
what are you going to do?
Work, of course.
So you're not even going to do a single adventure? Nope. Maybe catch up with a few people, have dinner.
Yeah.
I'm picturing Karen.
Yeah, and then I messaged Nicole, but I haven't heard from her.
What do you mean? She's normally really good. Did you text her?
I did.
Nicole.
Hook,
Brandy up. She's
time,
desperate.
Lady. It's time.
What are you going to get done? Or do you want to keep it personal?
I never finished my last little hair treatment thing.
Do you recommend it?
Yes. But I want to do it right. I want to do like 3 treatments 4 weeks apart because I was all off on that. But yeah. And I still feel like I could get a little filler in my bottom lip.
I'm not going to lie. Nicole hooked me up and did the best Botox she's ever done. She tried a new pattern and she said, if your face feels heavy, just wear a headband. She said, I'm trying something new. And I got to say, I've got very strong forehead muscles. And she did an amazing job. Like, I'm now making expressions. Can you tell?
That's true. Yeah, no, it's smooth.
It's like I still have movement.
Very smooth, yeah.
Like I always have movement no matter what she's done. And I keep saying, I think you need more. I think you need more. Mm-hmm. And she's like, no, I don't think so. But I've always still have movements.
Conservative.
She's conservative.
Which is good. I don't like the other way, right? So
no. Yeah. I did go a little unconservative in my lip. And was having regrets for about the first week.
You didn't get filler, did you?
No, I just got Botox in my top lip.
Yeah.
And we're just so open about this. Like, we just should say, no,
filler.
we look naturally.
Yes, right.
But I did say, because I normally have 5 units, and I said, can we go up it a little bit? Because I do like my top lip. The lip flip is what it's called.
Lip flip, yes.
And so she goes, I can do 8. And I was like, okay. And then that week when it kicked in, you know how it takes like maybe a week to kick in?
Yeah.
I couldn't even blow out a candle.
It's
was
a
like,
good thing that you don't like give head. I hear that you can't do that.
Oh my God. Ew.
That was the tip of the day when I was getting my lips done from Nicole.
Wow.
Yes. Blowjobs do not happen when you get a lip flip.
I can see why. I can't even blow out a candle. Like literally, as I was trying to blow the candle, it was like the flame was barely like even moving, and all the icing sugar or whatever it was on it was a strudel with a candle in it, and it was just going all over me. And I literally had to hand it to the person next to me and say, "Can you please blow this out?" Because I tried like a freaking loser. Yeah.
And was that the celebration for your
That was the celebration of me
new
leaving.
life?
Yes, that was, we went to the German
yes,
Gustav's.
Yeah. I need to take that there.
Yes, it was very good.
It's good. I like that place.
It was. Had a great time. I feel like I had a lot of farewell events.
You did.
I don't think I realized how many amazing friends I had.
Yeah.
Until it was time for me to depart.
Yeah. Every time I talk to you and I haven't been on Facebook lately a lot either, but when I do open my Facebook, you're on the top. So
as I should be.
As you should be.
Thank you.
I usually see what's going on with you before I see anything else. And I don't scroll very far because I haven't been spending any time on Facebook. But, yeah, I was like, where is she? And then I'd open my Facebook, and there you'd be with some other group of people.
I know. It was so cool. Like, yeah, like I said, I feel like the measure of success for me is in the amazing friendships I've built.
How many farewell
I
parties
don't care
you can
about
have?
I don't care about the money. I don't care about material possessions. Like having genuine connections with people.
Yeah.
You know, like my neighbors Johnny and Linda, I miss them. Like they're astounding people.
Right, yeah.
And I really feel like in the last round it down 9 months, I have really discovered like the people that are like genuinely there for me.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
When you go through hard times, right? Like
yeah.
When you go through everyday life, you have people you can depend on more than others, you know? And then sometimes you have people you think that would be there always. And it's not till something big happens in your life that you really see who is there and who's not and who's, you know, and then you have people who are, they don't like disengage, but they're not like you can't really depend on them or, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like besides the person I divorced, who I did think would be there always, everyone else blew my mind. Like stepped up 1,000% and was just like, what do you need? Like I think those were the words that I heard.
Right.
Like, what do you need? And I was like, wow. Like, and I didn't even know what I needed, but I was just like, what you're doing it. Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah. So I think that was like probably it was difficult for me to leave Washington because I did leave so many amazing people behind.
Yeah.
Like genuine people that will be there for life for me.
Yeah, your whole world is changed now. So, and it's not a bad thing. I feel like your divorce is healthy for you.
Definitely.
Really, like
yes.
But it's a big change, right? And a lot of people don't like to change, so
change
good
is
for
very
you,
difficult, especially when it comes as a blindside.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Had I have seen any writing on the wall, I could have slightly prepared myself. But as we know, it was such a shock that that is what's very difficult to comprehend, because you're almost going through the 5 stages of grief.
Right.
You know what I mean?
It's not your case. It wasn't like you had this like transgression where, you know, like where relationships are like going sour and they're fighting all the time.
Right. No, it was just a complete shock.
Sorry, I had like a little cough.
It's okay. I thought you were just getting emotional for me.
But yeah, there was no transition for you, so you were just like 1 minute, and then literally
going
the next
about
minute.
my life, celebrating the birthday, and then boom, like if someone had slapped me on the side of the head, I would have been less shocked.
Right. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a complete blindside. So, but as I always say, I have always tried to look at it on the bright side, like on the positive side. And I think it did me a favor. And in the long run, give me another year, I'll look back and be like, that's probably the best thing that ever happened to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For real.
Well, I know everyone else was like, that definitely was the best thing that ever happened to you. But I think I will, look back and think that.
Yeah. Yeah. You've been just, I want to say going through the motions, but that's not a good terminology. You've been so engulfed in what was happening.
Yes.
That, processing and, really like soul searching, that kind of stuff. You didn't really have that time, right? No. I feel like this journey that you're on right now, where you're taking your time to travel.
Yes.
And get to where your new life's going to be and all that. I feel like this is your soul searching
It's
part.
my eat, pray, love journey.
Yeah.
And I think I'm going to have the ups and the downs, but I need to do it by myself. Like, I feel like I've been like the little bird in the nest. Like, I've had everyone around me, like, being so supportive. Like, you know what I mean? Like, my friends Julie, David and Cassie will just be like, hey, we've just cooked teriyaki chicken, come over for dinner. And, they're 6 minutes away. So then I'm just like, like it could be a day where I'm a little bit down and it's just like, boom, and I go have dinner. Or someone else will say, hey, what are you doing? Blah, 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 blah. Come over and do a jigsaw with me. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yes, I've had all the people around me. So I think now to be out on my own, even this week I've had the security of, like, you guys for a week. And before that I'd only been gone, three nights? Yeah, on my way here. So I sort of had – but, yeah, I feel like I'm very fortunate that I have a lot of people around the country. I have a lot of pit stops.
You do, yes. Yeah, that's going to be awesome.
My next stop is I'm hoping to visit Jeannie, and she's in Vegas. Then I'm going to go visit Emma and Chelsea in Mesa, Arizona. Then I'm going to bebop along to – well, I want to see a bit of Texas, but I might visit Tiffany first in Oklahoma.
Nice.
And then I have Ashley in Alabama. And then I've got Jeannie in Georgia, Atlanta, Georgia. So I've got a lot of people that
you do, yeah.
I can,
yes. And maybe
visit and
maybe my mom.
Oh, of course. My God.
If you,
of course, I'm visiting
depending
her.
on where you make it.
No, I definitely will because she's so close to Vegas. Yes, 100%. Yeah. I would not just drive past and wave and then keep driving. Yes, and the best part of this is that I have no time frame.
Yes, that is very nice, right? Because you're, in between jobs and you're on your journey and you're not like tied down,
Right.
When you're on vacation, like you love your vacation, but you only have 5 days or 7 days or whatever it is. And you're always like, you always have that like at the back of your mind, like what you got to do when you get back to work kind of thing.
Exactly.
Right? Like, why you're on vacation, all that stuff's piling up. And so you just have like freedom. Like what it'll be like when we retire. Like really,
I
freedom.
almost feel like I've retired. Like it's sort of that feeling of like I can do anything. I can go anywhere.
Yeah.
I mean, as they say, what is the saying? Like, you're not a tree, you can move, or something like that. You're not a tree. There's a saying like that. You're not a tree. I don't know.
I don't know that one.
Profound, and it's like destroyed. But yes, I mean, obviously I don't have unlimited funds, so I need to be cautious.
Right, but you can adjust your schedule. You can add things. You could take things away. You could
exactly. I'm just like, as I like to describe myself, and I feel like this is very apt because I'm in the USA. I'm a tumbleweed blowing in the wind.
Yeah.
And I really enjoy that. Like I find it hard to think too far ahead, but I am trying to actually think a couple of days ahead. Just in terms of like I need to have a goal of where I'm going to go for the next day or two.
Yeah, just doing the accommodations, like where you're going to stay or whatever.
Because although I have Tabitha, as we call her, she's a tab trailer, so yeah, Tabitha is her nickname. I don't want to just be in a Walmart parking lot. I want somewhere scenic. I want somewhere safe. Mm-hmm. I want somewhere I'm not going to be worried someone's going to like bang on the window at like 3 a.m., you know?
Right, yeah.
So I'm trying to find beautiful destinations and more off the beaten path. So
yes.
Yeah, I'm sleeping at a rice farm tomorrow night.
Very off the beaten path.
Yes, very off the beaten path. And I'm actually very excited for this.
Yes.
For this journey for me. And then the next night I will be in Lake Tahoe, sleeping right near the water.
It's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is.
Yep.
But back to you, because we have barely even touched on, you're going to Portland. That's only for a week. What happens after that?
Oh, yeah. Then we're going to Everett. And then we'll be there for
combo.
3 months.
Now that you're on air, can I have a commitment from you?
Oh, man. What are we committing to?
Will you promise me if you do nothing else in Everett, you do the Boeing factory tour?
You want me to promise?
Promise me.
Is it worth it?
Yeah. I've been 3 times and I keep telling you I would go every day if I could. It's the best experience I've ever had.
Okay, so you've been to NASA.
I've been to NASA.
And how would you compare the Boeing factory to NASA?
I wouldn't compare them because, as we know, we've never been to the moon. But I do think it's completely different because when you're not seeing how a piece of tin foil is wrapped around a thing that's going to be sent to the moon. You know what I mean? You're not seeing the shuttle made, you know?
True.
You are actually seeing Boeing planes in different segments of stages. Like you'll see them being riveted together. You'll see cross sections of them being joined. You know what I mean? Like fascinating. You'll see the painting process. Like absolutely fascinating. And you'll hear many amazing facts that this is bigger than however many football fields, and it's mind-blowing. It's a city all of its own. It has banks. It has food courts. Like it has – this place is incredible. And you go on this little bus. You walk around. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Will you promise? I want this for you. I want to live vicariously through you.
All right. I'll promise.
You just can't not. It's like the #1 attraction in Everett.
Yeah.
Not your thing. Not your thing. I think you'll really enjoy it. And I think you should definitely take Izzy because she's going to come stay, right?
Yeah, I don't know that she would like it.
I'm sorry, what? What do you mean?
She's 11, right?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, she's in that like... I'm a preteen stage.
She does have a boyfriend though. Has she told you that yet?
No.
I mean, I wasn't sure when the boyfriend came on the video if he was, but it was very awkward. She FaceTimed me and then she said, "Hang on a second, I'm just going to bring I want to say his name is Austin, into it. He comes on and he's like, this is awkward. Like, what are you all doing? I said, oh, hi, I'm Amanda. And he's like, I got to go.
Quick departure.
But he was really cute.
Yeah.
So if it's legit, she chose well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully he's nice.
He seemed nice. He
Yeah.
seemed very, like, innocent.
Oh.
I mean, he's 11.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes
No,
these days the 11s are like 18.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's that age where you have part of the kids that are still kind of innocent, and then you have the other ones that know way too much, and you're like, oh, because if yours is on the innocent side, you don't want them with those other ones.
Destroyed.
Yeah. Yeah, that's that weird age.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
so young still, but yet all the 11-year-olds that I know are into makeup and like crazy things like that. It's mind-blowing to me. Like they know more about Ulta Beauty
Yeah.
and all the makeups and whatever than, I mean, obviously than me.
Right.
I know nothing.
Yeah.
But
Well,
yeah, it blows my mind.
Izzy likes makeup too, but she's her birthday is like right after the cutoff. So she's always like one of the oldest kids in our class because she waited a year to start school, and then she's really smart on top of it. So she's a little, and she's a girl, and girls mature faster than boys anyways.
Yeah.
So she's got all those compiling factors that kind of sets her maturity and her skill level her a little higher than what her grade is. So
does it mean that she's sitting there like bored?
I think she's bored. Her dad was bored in school a lot because he was like a sponge. Like he never cracked a book and could ace a test.
Oh.
And he would never do his homework.
So I'm going to guess this definitely comes from you.
I don't know where it comes from, but it's definitely there. Yeah, he just absorbs everything.
He's an avid reader.
He is.
Yes.
Yes. He when he was in, I think, 8th grade, I homeschooled him.
Oh, do tell.
I was in college, and so I homeschooled him off of college textbooks.
Oh, my God.
That I got from school, and he would go to college with me.
What even made you do this? Like, what thought
he
process?
was getting in trouble and running with these kids, and so I was like, screw it. I just took him to school with me.
Wow.
And made him do work out of those textbooks.
Wait, did you make him do your work? That's what I'm hearing right now.
Right? No, I would. It was a 45-minute drive. And he would quiz me for my tests.
Oh.
And he would know all the answers. I would make like little flashcards, you know? He would know the answers. If I answered wrong, he would tell me. He never had to flip them over.
Wow.
He could take my tests probably better than I could. And that's just
amazing.
from being in the classroom. That's how he always was.
Yeah.
Yeah. But when they're like that, it's really hard to keep them engaged in school, especially as they get a little older. So hopefully Izzy likes school enough that she stays engaged. Yeah.
This is true.
Yeah.
Wow. Shout out to little Iz.
I know.
Wow. Miss her.
I know. Maybe you'll get to see her.
What is your plan for her, or her plan for you, or?
She's got some things going on in June, so she's out of school, I think, now.
Wow. Summer holidays?
Yeah.
How is that so? It's May.
Yeah, May. Yeah,
I understand.
My sister's kids have already been out for like 2 weeks.
When do they go back?
August.
What? Is this a joke?
Mm-mm.
This makes no sense. Are they ever at school?
How long were you guys out?
Like 6 weeks.
Oh, no, they get 3 months out.
Yeah, this is insane.
Yeah.
So we finished like December 21-ish. That was around my birthday. And then we'd go back like the end of Jan or first couple of days. I'd always go back a little bit later because I went to a private school. So it was like maybe February, like 2 or 3 or whatever. But damn.
Really?
Went to the wrong country.
Yeah, they get 3 months out for summer.
What do parents do? Oh, is this when all summer camps come into it?
Summer camps.
Because that's not a huge thing in Australia, which probably makes more sense now.
And they're all full.
Did you go to summer camp?
Once, twice. Not very much. And then they have day camps, and then they have camps that you actually go to.
Yeah, we have holiday programs, which is similar, I guess.
And then they
You
have
can go for the day.
daycare for the smaller kids. And
Expensive?
Boys and Girls Club, yes.
Boys and Girls Club.
Yeah. It's kind of like a...
Like guides?
It's like an activity center. It's similar to daycare, but the kids are more like... They have a little more freedom than a daycare would. And it's not as expensive.
Do they do cooking and things like that?
They, not really cooking. They usually have different, like they'll have outside activities, and then there's usually like an arts room and a computer room, and now they have game rooms, and
oh my God,
they'll have pool tables and foosball and stuff like that.
Okay,
Yeah.
That's more fun.
It's just fun stuff, yeah.
Keep them occupied.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the problem is that when kids hit somewhere between 10 and 12, there's no longer like younger than that, they can go to daycare. But when and that's the age where like I would probably trust a 10-year-old more than I would a 13-year-old.
Wow.
And there's nowhere to put a 13-year-old. So
right, because
you're at
these
work
days
all day.
13s are like 20-year-olds.
Yeah, that's
I wouldn't
prime.
even know what to do with a 13-year-old. Like, I feel like the 13-year-old would just look at me and be like, oh, my God.
Right, and you go to work all day, and they have the
Yeah.
phone connected to all their little buddies.
Yes.
They can do all those mischievous things for the 10 hours you're at work. Yeah.
Do you think kids today are more mature or it's the same? The same? Like, think when you were that old. I feel like I was innocent.
More mature as in like
act more growing up or...
in a responsible way?
No,
or
definitely
like
not. Just more like 13 going on 20 type thing.
Because
I feel like I was 13 going on 13, going on 11.
yeah. I was pretty mature, but not... I was mature like I was made to grow up fast.
Yes, you
Because
were.
I had siblings. But no, I think that it probably depends. I see less kids that are like young, you know,
Yeah.
that are, yeah.
Like probably Izzy is probably like younger than all the others I know, if that makes sense. Like she's still got a slight innocence about her.
Yeah, probably because she's in a younger, probably
Class.
has to do with the class, right?
And she
'Cause
doesn't have
she's-
brothers and sisters.
Right.
Good point.
She's with adults all the time.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Good times. Yeah.
Never liked the teenage years when my kids were there. Not looking forward them as a grandparent either.
The only bright side,
Oh.
you can hand her back.
This is true.
But when you have her for the entire summer, you are the parent. You know what I mean? You're the one making all those hard decisions and discipline and...
Right. It's not the same as when we lived there and we just
like,
sent her
send
home
her back for the day. Like,
at the end of the weekend, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
You now have that huge responsibility. When can she start traveling solo? Because she normally you have to pay to have someone ride with her on the plane.
Yeah, so this year after her birthday, so if she gets to come out for Christmas break, then I won't have to pay that extra $300.
That's how much it is?
Yeah.
$300
on top of the ticket price, yes.
And that is literally for someone to just watch her on the plane and then escort her off the plane.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. But will she be old enough to find her way, to be got lost into the big bad world by herself?
I mean, I would hope so. She's been doing it for 5 years.
Yeah.
I think she'd be fine.
I think she'll be fine. And these days you can always ask someone. And she's got a phone, you know what I mean? Like she'll guarantee call. No, I'm here.
Right. She can, depending on where we are too, if we're in a bigger city, we could try to do direct flights and then it's not a big deal. That's the only worry really is just the getting from one plane to the next.
Yeah. Where is your next destination? Obviously Everett.
Mm-hmm.
That's Washington. Then where?
We might do like Arizona, somewhere that's kind of warm going into
Definitely
winter.
Yes. So do you think you'll just do a 13-week stint in Everett?
Yes.
Yep. Definitely not making that mistake again.
No, last year was hard.
And let's just throw it out there, the reason why you stayed.
What is that reason?
It just comes full circle to the exact thing that I was talking about earlier. That Brandy and Deb were going to move on to warmer climates.
Yes.
And because of my dramas, shall we say, they stayed during the worst time of the year, the winter, just to be there for me. So that's what I mean by the most incredible friends.
Right.
Slash family, because I would say we've become family.
Yes.
And I did get to spend Thanksgiving with your family.
We did.
Yeah. And I felt like so welcomed. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't even like it was the guest. It was just like part of the furniture.
Right. Like.
Amazing.
You better know where the shit is because no one's getting it for you kind of thing.
Exactly. Soon figured out my place in society and was just like, rightio, part of the furniture. Got it.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's good.
Good times. Good times. And can we do a little shout out to Mama?
Mama.
Yes, she is looking forward to me visiting in Arizona.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah. So shout out to Mama.
Yeah, every time I talk to her, she says, "Is Amanda going to come see me?"
Of course.
I was like, "I don't know, Mom. I'm not making commitments."
I'm telling this to everyone as well that I'm not making commitments because I am the tumbleweed rolling and tumbleweeds don't have destinations. But I do know that I will be passing by Arizona. Yes. And for that, I will definitely.
Stop in and see her.
Is there going to be a place for little Tabitha?
Yeah. You know, because her little area's like secure and yeah, there's plenty of room.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Good. We are out of time, Brandy. Do you have any last famous words for me? Give me a great quote.
I don't have a great quote, but
give me a shit one.
I have to say
okay.
that I'm a little jealous and super, super happy that you are going on this journey.
Oh, that is so sweet.
Yeah.
And I just have to say thank you for everything.
Of course. Of course.
True friend.
Yes.
True friend.
I will catch you on the flip side. I'm coming east. I'm going to follow you.
I know.
I got to backtrack, and then I'm going to head that way. Yes. So.
Yeah. And now that I had little Tabitha.
We can meet up.
We can meet up and do adventures in crazy places.
Yeah, we can.
Yeah.
It's going to be awesome.
I'm excited for that.
Me too.
Yeah. I'm less excited that you are heading north as I head south.
I know, right?
But you know what they say? Distance makes the heart grow fonder.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
And you're one of the few people that I actually talk on the phone to, so it's okay.
Ditto, because I'm not a huge phone person.
Me neither.
Ever.
My mom calls and talks, but I just work while we're talking, you know?
You do.
Yeah.
Speaking of, I hear this odd phrase, and I just want to run it by you and see, because I don't think I've ever heard you say it. Some people will say, talk to you later. Okay, that would be something I would say, talk to you later. Mm-hmm. Some people say, talk at you later.
Oh.
And I find it very odd. Talk at you later.
Right?
Is it weird? Do you hear that?
I have heard it. I don't hear it often. I think it's a regional thing, you know?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is it something Karen's? No, Karen doesn't say
that.
No.
I can't think of anyone offhand. I just know a few times I've heard talk at you later. And I'm like, am I just going to sit there while you're just...
Maybe they're just those kind of people.
That's what I'm envisaging when someone's like, talk at you later. Like, you don't say a word. You just listen to me fucking talk.
Right? Yeah.
Yes.
It is kind of a weird... I think it's just a regional, phrase.
Colloquially.
Hopefully it's just a regional phrase.
It's not. They're just meaning literally.
Shut up.
Shut up.
Let me talk.
Were there any other final words or...
Can I push all those fun buttons now?
Oh God, I
you
just
took the
cover off and banged it in. You can press that one.
Ooh, the pink one?
The pink one. Okay.
Now?
No.
Oh.
Any feedback? Unless you want to say the little final words, because I can't actually remember, and I now have no other equipment, no laptop, nothing to refer to.
Nothing.
If you have any feedback, please reach out to us. Leave a voicemail. Links in the show notes.
Buy a coffee.
Buy a coffee. Any coffee shop will do. Just post it to me. buymeacoffee.com/G'dayUSA.
There it is.
Rate and review us. And as we always say, Brandy,
10 stars.
10. 5 is just an insult now. We want 10.
10, double up.
And if it's not 10, don't even bother. Now you can press the pink button.
Woo-hoo.
Thank
Bye,
you.
everybody.
Love you. Bye.